What's going on, world? What's
Oh,
going
what's happening?
on,
What's
world? It
happening?
is Split
Woo,
the Difference podcast, and we're back with another hot topic on this
woo.
good Sunday. And I am one half of the difference, Rich Rocky.
And I'm Pops. Woo.
Hey, man, and we're just here today, man, to entertain you all with some of our great opinions that we've come up throughout the
Yeah,
week, and we took some good suggestions from the ones in the inbox, man. And before we get started with the hot topic for today, Pops, and y'all know we do this every Sunday, so y'all know how important it is for y'all to tap in with us. Pops, tell them where they can do that at.
you can catch us on Split the Difference 67 at all your local, what y'all call them? Social media outlets. YouTube,
Hmm.
Split the Difference 67. One word. Split the Difference 67. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check us out.
Hey, man, there it is, man. And those likes, comments, and those subscribes or subscriptions, they are very important for what we're trying to do for the world, man, for y'all, as
Yeah.
far as just pure entertainment and
Yeah.
opinions, man.
And
So
hey,
please,
before you get that, can I make an announcement?
yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I just have to make this, y'all know. If by chance you're out and you see a tall, dark, black skinned guy about close to 7 feet tall.
Kind of sound like you from New York or something
Yeah,
like
it sounds
that.
like he's from New York or something.
Yeah.
Maybe Plainfield,
Or New Jersey or
New
where.
Jersey,
I don't want to.
Newark, and whatever is up that way.
Yeah,
He's 6 feet tall. It's in the Yukon. He's in the Yukon,
white. Yeah.
a white Yukon. If you see him out there, tell him to go home. He's not supposed to be out. It's our producer. He had a back operation. The doctor told him this week, slow down. He's still trying to go and find his food stamps. All right.
Hey, man, let's get into it, man.
Okay.
Once again, man, we just appreciate everybody
Yes, sir.
for tuning in to Split the Difference. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. We just like to give y'all a little bit of entertainment and let y'all go on about y'all wonderful Sundays. So here it is. Today's topic is: have the standards of the world been lowered?
Hmm,
Y'all see all type of things we got going on, man, and
hmm.
we're just gonna give our opinion on these things. And Pops, I'll start just in the public view.
Okay.
Um, one thing that I noticed is like I believe standards have kind of took somewhat of a hit, man, because one thing I noticed is before we even get into anything deep, one thing, I was taught, just present yourself properly when you step out the house. Not
Correct.
always in a 50-piece
Correct.
suit
Correct.
or a formal skirt or
Correct.
s- s- uh suit pants for women, but just present yourself properly. And I think like in public, I just think like the standards as far as public exposure has taken a shot. What do you think about that much?
Uh, yeah. I mean, because when I do get out in public, I see stuff. I'm like, it's crazy. Like girls with bonnets on going to the
Mm,
grocery store.
yeah, yeah,
People going to a doctor's appointment in pajamas. Well,
right.
it seemed to be pajamas for me. I mean, in my day, it just didn't happen.
And like I know it was it never was like a written rule how to, that's how you have to go, but just how important was it, back in your day, just to be presentable some type of way, just to, what did it mean to have a standard about, since we're talking about clothes, like what did your fashion say about the standards of your life, if that makes any
Well,
sense?
a lot of people will argue with me, and they have in the past. I think we touched on this a little bit. Uh, what you wear speaks about you before you speak.
Right.
Uh, and if what you wear did not matter, think about the judicial system. How they make everybody. If you got a court, they want you to dress up.
Right.
It says something about your appearance mean a lot. And I think that's what a lot of kids not getting. Where I want to be comfortable. Yeah, you can still put on a pair of jeans and be comfortable. You
Hmm.
don't have to walk around in your house shoes. I've seen people go to the doctor's office in house shoes and
Right.
you know hair ain't comb. And that's another thing. I mean, God, man, what style is that when you don't comb your hair? I call it lazy.
Right. And I think that's just like you said, people want to be comfortable, but I've been kind of living off this thing every time. Every minute of your life is going on a resume.
Exactly.
It's like you building a resume every minute of your
You're a
life.
walking resume.
And like you said, the first thing they gonna do is look at me. Let's not. I don't wanna. I definitely, because I give to the homeless. But when you see the homeless person on the side of the street in certain clothes and stuff like that, you have a certain thought,
And
and you don't know them. You just see what they have on.
you got a point right there. And it's probably going to be somebody who's watching, uh, going to agree or disagree with you. But I would say this to what you're just saying now
Mhm.
to the viewers. If you be honest with yourself, if someone walks up to you on the street, they already look bad, they smell bad, versus someone who gets to walk up on you, someone in a suit and a tie,
Right.
or the man that looks homeless.
Exactly.
If they're saying looks don't matter, who in that scenario get to walk up on you?
Right. Right. Because and I put it in perspective. You go to the gas station, you see a guy with a hood on. A black hoodie on. He might have, some dreads, baggy pants, and he's walking up to you, and you make your way to the store. But then you see how the Jehovah Witness people hang around the gas stations, and they'll walk up to you all presentable with the hand,
Nobody have
and
a problem.
nobody. You just say, "No, ma'am, I'm fine. Keep going."
Right,
It's the standard in the presentation,
right. Because when that man walk up with you, you already said, "Man, go on, I ain't got nothing." But you don't say that to Jehovah Witness. You got a total different picture.
right? And a lot of that is because of the presentation. And that's why I say I believe, although it's fine, I don't mind, because I'm one of the people. I love to be comfortable. But in public, there is definitely a certain standard to how you should, act, dress, and those sorts of things.
So let me ask you this: while we're talking about dress, right now we're here in Georgia, and what's the temperature? About 80,
Yeah, it can.
90 degrees. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this: why are people wearing hoodies with the hood on?
That's been a running topic. The
What's
the
what's
young guys, these young
what's the purpose of the hoodie in 80 to 90 degrees weather with the hood on? Why? Uh,
I mean, I can't answer
It's
that.
hot.
I can't answer that. I mean, you're drawing attention to yourself as far as that. It's 80 degrees. You and three other guys walking in a group with hoodies on, all black hoodies.
Why?
I understand. I understand the question.
I
I
was just
understand the
asking,
question.
and if somebody can put it in the chat, I want to say something. I just want to know why, because I don't know. I don't wear 'em in the summertime, but we got people wearing them in the summertime like it's nothing. Girls too, in
Right.
hoodies.
Yeah. And that's another thing I want to speak on as far as public standards. Um, you have to be mindful, and we've talked about role models on here. Either you're nobody's other kids' role models, but when you go out in public and you go into uh like, let's say, a lot of kids games, and you're going to places with kids and different type of people, although you might not have a standard, be mindful of other people, because like you said, people going like dudes wear the hoodies. He spoke on the hoodies. I'm speaking on the people that's going places half naked. Women might be going to these gaming events, to the public gaming events half naked.
Don't get me started on
Think, think about think
what
of
these girls wearing
just
now. They won't like.
think about the other young women that has to grow up. Set a good example for them as far as what you're supposed to look like in public. Let's hit that comment. Adeline Sawyer.
Put that mic on, producer, and talk and read it out to us because I can't see it from back here.
We're gonna read Adeline Sawyer's comment.
Got two from her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ladies, please leave the abundance at home. And then the second is I heard that the hoodies help keep them cool because the sun isn't beating down on them. But yes, it does draw attention to you.
Well, if that's the case, then whoever if that's the case with the hoodies, then the lawn care guy has missed it because he's out there in the sun. He need to have on the hoodie then because I know he wants to stay cool.
All day, every day.
He
Yeah.
missed it. You
That's
whoever
true.
said that they need to go to every lawn care and say, I know why you're sweating. You don't have on the hoodie.
Yeah. Hey,
You need a hoodie.
no, that's true.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Addie.
Right.
That's true. What did the first one say? She said, "Yeah, put the bunnies down." Yeah, And it's not that I have a problem with the abundance. It's like y'all getting carried away with the abundance now. Like
Just walking up in the street
going to the doctor's
like you supposed to be
office.
on a syrup bottle. Angie looking like Angie Mama.
Come on now, just hold it down a little bit. But let's transition into another one where topic that we some of the viewers said the ethics and the standards have kind of went down, and this is a good one actually. The workplace, the job in the workplace. I believe that we're in a time of era of just let me come get a check. Um, I talk to, of course, we own our business, not speaking of our business, but we know other business owners, and their problem is people get mad at you for wanting them to do what they are expected to do when they sign up.
Right.
Now, that's not how it was back in the day. Every of my elders that I speak to, man, they said it was a standard in the workplace, Father. Speak on, just how the standards were back in the older days in the workplace.
well, we had standards because I think one of the things that helped got away from standard is social media.
Mm,
People can make so much money on social media. It and when I was younger, it was hard to get a what they would call a so-called good job. So
right.
when you got it, you tried to keep it. What was a good job? The jobs didn't had they took care of your insurance.
Mm,
So you was gonna be having kids, you didn't have to worry about that insurance. You had timeshare, you had retirement. So, but a lot of people said now they don't want to go to job because they don't have all that. Well, they had to stop giving all that because they was with when all this social media stuff came and people started making money online. Companies were investing millions of dollars of employees paying insurance for folks who wasn't staying.
mm.
So they just got away. Matter of fact, now they don't even want to hire you full time. They put you on. You had to go through these temp services that don't give you insurance. So you know what I'm saying? Because they know you're not gonna stay. Ain't nobody
Right.
staying on jobs 20, 30 years no more. So there's no companies don't have to worry about no timeshare. Workers don't want to work. I think we had this. Thank God we don't have it with us now. Well, we have had it, but we don't have any employees with us now that's like this. Is that we just had some employees, as long as you weren't saying nothing to them and they was getting their check, it's okay. But if you ask them to do something and it's not really extra, you're asking them to do
What they were supposed to
what
do,
they were
the
supposed to do.
standard of the job that
Now
they
they want
signed
to
up
quit
for.
and go somewhere else. And you don't invested all that time. So they take everything you taught them, go
Mm,
to the next man job and show that they've been on your job a while. And the next man hire them because they got experience. And then you do the same thing to the next man.
wow. So, I mean, it's just I don't understand why that is though. What is the thought process of a person that can say, I'm gonna go try to get, I'm gonna go up there, fill out all these papers for this job. I'm gonna get up every day and go to this job, but still not do nothing.
But they want
What kind
they'll
of
do something,
standard?
but it's just what they want to do. They don't want to do what's really needs to be done, and they want to get paid for it. And God forbid if you tell them don't talk on their phone, they'll quit.
So as a business owner, just to play, on this side of it, is are the companies wrong for doing that? Or do you think that will, if they go back to that form, it will incentivize people to come in and actually uphold a standard in the business?
Uh, if things keep going the way they look like they're going in society, they're gonna be running back to some of these jobs. They're
Mm,
gonna be running back if things keep going like they're going. Because we sending some back
yeah.
overseas. Somebody, somebody got to work 'em.
Wow. But I mean, look at the it's hard being that we own a business too, because it's like you need you can't do it by yourself.
Right. Well,
But you need help. And even though this might not be the adequate type of help, you just still need them because you can't stretch yourself
you know,
thin.
I,
So like that's kind of where I'm like, man,
you
I,
know,
I
I'm,
want to side. I'm always gonna side with the business. If you commit to a business, go up there and uphold the standards of
you
that
know,
business.
I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna freak you out. You're probably gonna say, "I can't believe you said that." In some cases, I don't even being a business owner. I don't even fault some of these folks for acting like that because, and I'm speaking from a higher level. because you have bigger corporations in your community that don't deal with, yeah, that's another conversation, in your community, but they want you to be faithful to them. But like we have our service, but it's these bigger companies coming in from somewhere else.
Just getting, yeah.
I'm in the community, working in the community, trying
Mhm.
to employ the community, but you'll hire a big company
Right.
overseas to come over here and clean majority of your buildings for less than what I would charge. But
Right.
I was charging you what I need to charge, so I can pay my employees to do the way. So hey,
So that sound like a little bit.
that's another subject.
That is, and I'm gonna hit on it just a little bit because I know a lot of people in my age group, my bracket, they gonna give to the business what they know the business will give to them. And a lot of
And
times
they
we
feel
hear
like the business ain't loyal.
right, and a lot of times we'll hear people saying, well, if your son gets sick, that business ain't gonna do nothing but replace you. And since they know that, they gonna go give a half standard job to that business.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So that's my. You want to throw anything else on the ethic, the job situation? Because I got
But,
another.
but I want to say it's the younger generation, but it's the older generation too now. Nobody don't really want to work. Everybody's looking for everybody want that big dollar, and a lot of companies are throwing money at people to try to get them to stay.
Mhm.
But oh man, they're throwing that money to get them to stay, but they're not getting in return what they should be getting sometimes.
Okay. We gonna hit this one before we go to
This
the.
must be coming off Facebook.
Nah, this might be off the YouTube.
Okay, let's hit it.
People are lazy today. Work ethics aren't there anymore. That's why AI is taking over. They hire the people to program the computers, AI. So when they leave, there isn't a loss. Self checkouts, iRobot and QT, etc.
Okay.
Hey, and that's perfect. And they know that them robots and the AI is gonna uphold a certain standard.
Yep. They-
That's all it comes down to. The all the things that you named, the self checkouts, all of those things. The self checkout ain't gonna be taking uh two quarters out for every dollar.
and
Because all that add up.
you're right. And that just remind me. I remember I was this been some years ago. I went to a Walmart. I used to work at a Walmart, and they got rid of the majority of the cleaning crew, the floor crew. They had a floor crew come in
Mm.
every night. I'm walking down Walmart. Here comes a floor scrubber with nobody driving it with an iPad on it, going over the whole store. It stopped when I went across the AI. Well, they found something that's going to do the job that it's supposed to do. It's that floor scrub machine with AI is not going to stop. It's going to get every inch that it's been
Every
programmed to
square
get.
foot.
God
And
almighty.
and
That
I
was a good one. Who? That was a good one. Who? I don't know who that come. That was a good one. Kai, that was good.
and I want to say this for y'all sitting at home thinking, oh well, I'm a nurse. The robots ain't gonna never ever take over that job. Keep on living. Everybody who's in here saying, oh, they can't never make a robot take over this job. You keep on living. I don't know if it's gonna be in my
But they,
lifetime, but
they
as long as
this
we
how they
live,
started.
it's
I mean,
right.
they got on the Apple watches now that your blood pressure can be monitored all the time. Only thing you got to do now is once they do that, they're gonna be able to put your arm in the machine. The machine gonna take your blood. It's gonna be able
Mhm.
to analyze your arm. They're
All
gonna
by
take your blood.
yourself.
Yep.
So don't think that your job is so hands-on that they can't build
Now
something.
let me ask you this: since we got now, Kai is online. She's over on YouTube, Austin. Kai, do you think the AI Kaya teaches over in Rockdale at the RCA Blade? She's over the haircutting.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a possibility that AI will eventually get smart enough to cut hair? That's that's one to be think because AI is gonna have their hand in everything, but I don't know if they're gonna be
It can cut, they got stuff that cut 100-yard football fields.
well, yeah, I guess.
They got stuff that spray the lines. You know how we get the 30-20. So if they got something that detailed and intricate, uh, I, I just say don't nobody get too comfortable.
I agree.
Don't nobody get too comfortable. Save up and don't get too comfortable. And I hope Kaya still is on here because I want to go into the educational standards. I just from when I'm going, I always speak from an athlete standpoint. The standards as far as education has went all the way down. From my knowledge, you had to have a core core GPA of a 2.5. That's your English, math, science, and social studies through all 4 years. Now you just have to have a cumulative of 2.5. Now I might have could have squeezed through it there, but to the main point, the standard of living, and I know my pop knows a lot about the oh, let's just pass a guy on thing that I think Obama did.
No, I wasn't
Did that
Obama. No,
who did it?
that was doing the
George Bush.
No Child Left Behind. I think that was one of the Bush. Yeah.
Speak on the educational stand.
Well, I I never liked the No Child Left Behind thing, being a product of it, because I seen it change how they tried to push us and make saying all of us, all kids should be at the same learning aspect of life. Well, no, not when you have a school. When I was coming, they had better books, they had
Right.
better education. So we couldn't learn what they
Hmm.
were learning. We didn't have the material, we didn't have the teachers. So that messed up a lot of people. It did rather me. I don't think we need it anyway, because everybody learned at a different pace. As long as the kid was learning, I think, to me.
Right, but they still expected the same standard out of everyone.
See what Kai say. And do you have your mic on when you read that over there, Austin, so
Yeah.
they can hear what you're reading?
They have created a machine that is trying to do that with Caucasians, but most African Americans aren't going to let machines cut their hair.
Okay.
I can go for that.
I,
I can
I,
agree with
I,
that.
I agree with you for right now. We might not see it, but I think it's gonna happen.
I agree. I agree. Just because I won't let no,
Yeah.
ain't no machine
There
touching.
was there was plenty of American people who said they would never fly years ago. I'm not putting my life up in no plane.
Kaya, I'm gonna still stay on your side on this one. I
Well, you
don't.
know what? I don't
eh,
have to worry about it.
I like your statement because it's true. She's saying that it probably gonna be something for somebody, but she know as far as her people, we ain't going for that because it's too detailed.
Yeah.
But
Well, most of y'all don't get haircuts. They just, as long as it can trim up the edge, they're gonna leave this middle part nappy.
well, yeah, that's some of the guys. That's some of them. Oh, we got another comment, man. We gonna go off of these comments for a second, man, because I'm liking what we seeing. We'll get back to the education in just a second, but Mike Mays with a
What you
comment.
say?
He got one. Part of it could be that AI will take over because of poor work ethic, but it's also to cut back costs.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. If I don't have to baby you and it's cheaper, why not?
Right, right.
Why not? I'm saving. Then I ain't got to worry about you showing up late, calling off because your grandma need to go here or faking this.
Right.
Why not save the headache and the cost? That's a good point, Mike Mays.
I'd rather deal with the person, but I know AI is really gonna take over.
So as a business owner, you really would if you had a business that could operate totally off of AI, would you still rather pay the man or go ahead and try to run an AI and do what you
I
do?
think I could deal with AI running office, but for the type work we do, I think I need the physical.
Right. Definitely for us.
Yeah,
Definitely for
I
us.
need the physical. Yeah, yeah. But like I said, Walmart got that floor scrubber,
Yeah.
and you don't have to have no man there. You just have to have one person there doing. That's a big store. One person there doing. They used to have about 3 or 4 people a night over there. So they just got that thing, and it's run all during the day, and it don't hit nobody. So you save some money.
Wow. And speaking of that, you go to these malls now, you see a lot of robots with the cameras on them sliding around the malls and all that. All that is, AI reporting back to a system to, eventually one man, but that just goes to show you, man, the field work is almost over if we don't get our standards back up to par, man.
But let's hit that education because we run out of time. I do.
Speak on it. Speak on it. I believe that is down
I,
because
I think I think the kids, the education, if we be talking about are the standards low, yeah. You know what? I think the adults are getting tired of fighting. They're getting tired of fighting. So they just lowering it down because raising it, uh,
gonna make it worse, make the fight harder, or make it harder to
well,
teach them.
in order for the state to get a certain amount of money,
Oh
we
yeah,
need to
we
hit a
gotta
level.
pass. Yeah,
We need to hit a level.
and let me. You say in the state, so then it go to the city, the county.
We don't
So
do certain now,
everybody
we don't
doing
get our
this,
money.
right?
We don't get our money if we don't hit a certain thing. So we'll just lower it so we can get our money. It ain't really about the kid.
Mm.
Because if we lower it, that means I'm gonna have to drop teachers, but I still got the kids coming to school.
Right. Wow. That's deep right there. That sounds like a whole nother topic.
That's just how I see it. I think it's more political than anything. They want to make their money.
Wow. I see it every
'Cause
day,
if you're
man.
not hitting those marks, you're not gonna be getting all these federal funds for failing school.
Well, I believe, and since you brought it up, I believe all the standards are lowering in life because of some type of political thing. I just one side believe you should be able to just do this and do this, and the other side believe you should be able to just do that, do that. I believe that's what's lowering the standards
And
because
I don't even know when we talk about the standards and teachers. I don't even know if anybody really want to teach these days. These kids are terrible, from what I'm hearing.
yeah, from the teacher friends
Every
that say it
majority
about
of
us.
teachers who probably going in right now. Oh, I hate to say it, but it's probably true. Just going to get a check. Who wants to go to school and get cussed out every day? Say the same thing. You get cussed out by the kid. You call the mama, then you get cussed out by the parent. Is it really worth it?
Right.
Who really cares about being a teacher these days? You're gonna need AI. You're gonna need AI to teach them
Yep.
because nobody want to go in the classroom with them.
And I'll wrap it up on this right here. You saying that, I had a friend. She posted something up on Instagram the other day with a teacher texting her, thanking her for the respect and the standards that she sent her child to school with. And I'm like, I'm glad my friend got that message, but I'm like, we at the point where we gotta send out a thank you for somebody having respect and standards.
Because
Is that really what's going on?
it's rarely seen. It's rarely seen, man.
So that right there, that confirmed, and it definitely tells me that although individually in your household standards might not be going down, you still might uphold high standards. The whole world isn't like that.
Yeah.
And pops, if you don't got anything, man, we're gonna split the difference right there, man. Just make sure you uphold your standards. Look in the mirror before you walk out, and just make sure your standards is on 100. And hopefully that can spread off onto somebody else.
Keep your standards.
That's it, man. We appreciate everybody, man. We hey man, this was one of the best comment days we've ever had, man. We need all y'all to return next week. We're gonna push out some content this week. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe on
Hey,
everything,
and if
man.
y'all have anything y'all want us to talk about with generational, let us know in the
Please,
comments or
please,
DM us or something, whatever they say. Let us know.
please, man. We're coming up with something, and we're gonna start with who's been interacting with us the most. So you definitely want to be a part of what we got coming up for
You know what?
our group of
We need
people.
to get some of Kaya's students over here one day and just let me go at them. Let's talk about some generational stuff.
Some young stuff.
Interview. You know,
We can set it up, man. We
let's
looking
work
for
on that with
different
Blaze.
ways. We
Work on
looking
that with Blaze.
Please DM us, man. We looking for different ways to be innovative, man. We want all walks of life, all ages, splitting the difference with us, man. So we ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. There you have it. It is Split the Difference podcast. Once again, I am Rich Rocky sitting in with my,
Pops.
and it is Split the Difference. We will see y'all next week.